Hi, my name is Katherine Ramberger, and this is my fellow research assistant, Tawana Colbert, and we research Egypt for Joe Shoe Company. Joe Shoe Company is opening a new branch across the world, and this one is going to take place in Cairo, Egypt. Our Vice President, Alexis Rose, asked us to do some research so that the employees would be familiar with the area. Joe Shoes Company shoes are equipped for the area, and they're usually used for camping and hiking, so that's why we thought they'd be a good fit for this place. We are looking to expand out of the United States because we currently don't have any locations anywhere near the Middle East or Africa in that area. And Cairo, Egypt is a very populated area, so that's why we thought it would be good.
My name is Tawana Colbert. I'll be speaking on the economy. Transport is centered in Cairo, and it's actually the capital and the biggest city in Egypt. They have multiple ways for us to travel while in Egypt. They're much like the U.S. They have buses, taxis, railways, and air travel. The best way to get around for the employees probably the metro train or by taxi. The metro train is a lot more clean, affordable, and efficient for employees to get around. Now the buses is an option, but it can be very crowded and hard to navigate as well, and they may have pickpockets on there as well, so you might want to be careful with that. Also too, when driving in the city, the major cities are connected by the roadways, which is good if you want to go out sightsee and travel, but you also have to be aware of what they call sleeping policemen, and they're just like speed bump traps which are set by villagers to try to throw you off and maybe cause harm, so just be aware of that.
Okay, so the primary language that is spoken in Egypt is Arabic. It's also written too, so the employees of Joe Shoe Company are going to want to make sure they are familiar with the language so they can communicate really well with customers. And the population is 10.9 million, so almost 11 million in Cairo alone, which is more than the rest of the country combined. So that's why it's another good place to be, because that's where the population is centrally at. And we have a map here to show that where all the people are, because the darker areas are the more populated areas. And Cairo's up in the top right up there in the dark red. So that's just a visual to show how that's a good place for our store to be.
Next we'll talk about the culture. They're very conservative with dress. Egyptians tend to wear conservative clothing and much more conservative than the United States. It's very important not to reveal too much skin as well. And visitors are expected to follow these rules and traditions in Egypt. Eye contact is very important. It's a sign of honesty and trust. And so when you're working with your male colleagues, you really want to show them eye contact to show them that they can trust you and you all can do great business together. And as far as religion goes, Islam is the primary and official state religion. Approximately 94.9% are Muslim in the country. They do have other religions such as Christianity and Judaism, but Islam is the #1 religion in the country. And they do this because in order to keep peace amongst the country and being threats to other countries, they keep that way. That way they can keep everybody safe.
Are there any questions?
Oh, we have one question. The question was?
What was the most rewarding part of your research? I think for me, it was working with my research assistant and learning more about a culture and a country that I didn't know anything about, and kind of seeing all the similarities and differences to that where I live, which is the United States.
And to piggyback on what she said, it was nice working with her as well. I learned a lot about the country. They are very similar to the U.S. and they also are very different. But it's good to put the two together and we can do great business together.